afternoon. Welcome to Liquid Lunch at ThatChannel.com. I'm Randy Thomas, and this is the one and only Karen Windsor joining me again this week. Karen, great to have you back.
Everyone. Great to be here on a Monday.
Yes, it's our Monday ritual. I'm getting used to this. I might never let Hugh do it again on a Monday. I think we're getting used to these Monday, maniac Mondays, whatever you want to call them.
Manic Mondays?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. So how was your weekend, Karen?
It was good, thank you.
Yeah?
I think we have to start by talking about the Super Bowl last night.
Look at that. A lady wanted to talk about the Super Bowl. What guy's not going to appreciate that?
It was a great game. I was really impressed. I didn't see much of the first half.
Yeah.
But the second half, I caught most of it, and
nice.
I was rooting for the Saints. So
I think most people were rooting for the Saints. I think they had they definitely had the hearts of everybody. I mean, Peyton Manning's great, and I love him, and I have a ton of respect for him.
And the Colts are a great team. Yep. They were favored to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that the Saints needed to come marching in.
What they've gone through. And Drew Brees did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, what a great story. Watching him just absorb it all as a father and sitting there.
It was a nice moment with his son when he was accepting.
Yeah, no. They did a really good job. They did a really good job with that, and again, I was really happy for him. And I didn't really bet any money on it, but I was out playing cards with the boys in Oakville yesterday. And I came back with the same shirt that I wore going out there, so it was good. I didn't lose. But it would have been nice to take some of the money out of Oakville, but it didn't really work out that way. But I didn't lose any. So.
Well, then that's the main thing, right?
Well, yeah, main thing's to win money, but I didn't lose any, so that's good. It was fine. So.
And how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I can't complain. Like I said, with the football and everything like that, just.
And it was a nice weekend here.
Yeah.
Compared to Washington and Baltimore and some of the East Coast and Newfoundland, we escaped.
We got the sun. I think we got a bit of the cold, but we got the sun. So it was, at least, if I had to choose one, I think I like the sun first. I'll always take the sun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll take any kind of cold as long as there's no snow.
Well, I'd rather hot weather, but you know what? We don't have earthquakes. We don't have tidal waves and stuff like that. So in the end of the day,
it's January,
and
you're in Canada, so.
Yeah, Yeah.
We do live here.
Yes. Yeah. So what else with you? What's been going on? I see you have what's that? That's from one of our guests. Okay.
Yes, one of our guests coming up shortly.
All right. Yes. Well, what's our first guest name?
Kevin Annette.
Yeah.
And he's going to be talking to us about the reconciliation and healing after the Canadian government's acknowledgement of that thousands of children died in Church-run Indian residential schools. So he's going to fill us in on that. He's in town lecturing, doing a lecture circuit on that topic.
And I think we also have Janet Lewis.
We do.
David Schapp, and a musical guest today that we have. Jay Amar. Yes, that you happened to see one night when you were out.
Yeah, well, actually, we met at one of the gyms here in the city, and got to know each other. And then I thought of him for the show. And that's talented musician. He's going on tour soon. He has a new CD.
Great, because that's usually how we do it. We usually bump into people, and it's word of mouth. So it really fits into what we're doing. So I'm glad that you're going to the gym and bringing strange men over here.
Why not?
Well, what we'll do, why don't we take a quick break? Oh, actually, I didn't mention the book.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yes.
You talked about
Peter
that
Merrill's
2 weeks
book.
ago.
Yeah, Peter Merrill's book, Innovation Generation, that I've been reading. And there's a lot of great insights in this book. You should check it out. And for me, what it's been doing is it's a very interesting concept on how to assess your business and how to assess opportunity. And usually, I happen to be reading this in the Globe and Mail today, too, in the business section, that kind of relates to this book in the sense that you start internally, but they strongly recommend that you maintain a global focus, because if you get too caught up inside of yourself.
You mean a global awareness?
Yes.
An awareness of the big picture.
Yeah, or the opportunities.
And how your business might fit into that.
Right. Exactly. And considering what we're doing here at that channel, I think that really applies, that there are a lot of internal things that we need to, foundations that we need to put in place.
Absolutely.
Here. And then as we maintain a global focus to how we can
and how you
grow
feed
it.
into the efforts, free speech, public debate, public discussion on a range of topics. I think it's important.
Yes, and that's exactly it. And that's again about this book. Last week my parents were in town, so I didn't get a chance to do a lot of my homework. But yeah, Innovation Generation, really good book, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'll update people more
You'll keep
specifically.
updating us.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying that book.
Good.
So, and I bought. We had one of our guests in, Chris Taylor from Goose, and I think one of the books he recommended was Blink. I think maybe.
Yes.
Anyway, I had that. I ordered that, and I received that. So I'm going to be reading that as well in the next
There's
couple weeks.
so many
Yeah, well,
fabulous books out there.
for me though, and this might sound really bad, but I don't read anything for enjoyment anymore, which is kind of too bad. I enjoy reading books about about our business and how to grow it. So I suppose it is enjoyment, but there's not a disconnect in my reading. Everything is read and thought back to this because we're
Right.
trying to grow this and whatnot. So I
But
don't know
that's
if
not a
that's
bad
healthy
place
or
to
not.
be.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think it's too bad. I don't feel too crazy about it. What about yourself? Do you read for fun, or do you read?
I usually have 3 or 4 books on the go at all times. It's
How
a
do you do
strange
that?
habit that I got into years ago. I have read since I was a small child, and I absorb books, all different kinds, biographies, fiction, nonfiction, social, more sort of socialized books. I'm reading Half the Sky by Nicholas Kristof and Cheryl Woodan, and it is a book about how half the sky is a Chinese proverb that women lift half the sky, and it's about women and girls and eliminating that oppression of that segment of the population. A fascinating book. It's a tough read because there's a lot of very sad and tragic stories. I'm reading P.D. James' The Private Patient, which is a mystery novel. It's just for fun. And then,
So that's your disconnect.
yeah.
Nice.
So I just sort of combine the two depending on what I feel like reading
Do
at
you
the
read
time.
any romance novels?
I do every once in a while. I
Yes,
do, just to
Kim.
mix it up a little.
Well,
They're fun.
listen, why don't we take a quick break? We'll
Sure.
come back, and we got a full show today. We got four wonderful guests, and our first guest again is I'm gonna be.
Kevin Annette?
Is it Kevin and Annette? Kevin? No. That's Janet. I know Janet. I'm sorry. What's your name again? Kevin. It is Kevin. Okay, Kevin and Annette. There we go. We'll be right back. You're watching the Liquid Lunch on ThatChannel.com. I'm Randy Thomas, Karen Windsor, and we'll be right back after the break. Like I said, with Mr. Kevin Annette.
See the beauty and a blue sky, a mirror in the ocean underneath. See the green leaf and a forest. I can see the forest through the trees. Oh, earth and water spread and life around. What is life? Wind and fire, harmony, sound. What do you love? What do you hate? What do you give? What do you take? Makes me wonder about the reminiscence. What do you love? What do you hate? What do you give? What do you take? Sure there's something new that's got to give. Do. It's choking out my life and spreads disease. See the oil spill and the river. Do you remember big somebody's? Oh, I don't wanna bring nobody down. Nobody down. So you say the world's just spinning round. Something new is happening. What do you love? What do you hate? What do you give? What do you take? Makes me